my page, and we'll get the full album title. By the way, he hasn't dropped in a long while. He's dropped collab projects, but he hasn't dropped his own project in a while. He said, my third solo album, American Dream, this Friday. Okay, this is the cover art. He is dropping on Friday. And definitely, that's my man's. We want to do a big streaming party. I haven't done a streaming party in a while, but we doing one for 21 Savage's album. So Friday, lock and loaded. You lock with me. We're going to be listening to that album. Anyway, he's also dropping a biopic with it, and here is like the trailer.
These people, they think we're savages. Remember the wishing star? Whenever you feel lost, just remember I'm looking up at that same star. That star is your dream. And they can never take it.
Okay, so look like Donald Glover is going to be playing him. Which, by the way, I can't even see Donald Glover playing like a gangster. But he is like a really talented guy. Obviously, that's Childish Gambino, if you know him from the music world. I'm wondering how that's going to go and how he's going to body the role. Apparently, we do have a clip here. Let me see.
Treated us like savages.
That's it. That's your name. Savage 21.
21 Savage.
21 Savage.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. The only reason why Donald Glover, every time I see that nigga, I be thinking of, this is America. Yeah, this nigga look too goofy in this for me to think of him playing. Like when Savage came on the scene, I was legitimately scared of Savage. I kid you not. Like I used to think, yeah, a nigga who's doing all this gyration and shit like this, I ain't finna believe this nigga is 21 Savage. I ain't gonna hold you. But who knows? Maybe he just got that range. Maybe he got like, tremendous range and it will. Somebody say I can't take this shit serious. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this shit. I haven't seen it yet, by the way. I haven't seen any type of like preview or sneak peek or anything like that. But who knows? Childish Gambino or Donald Glover could probably make this happen. I'm trying to think, who would you have liked to have played 21 Savage in a biopic? Who would you have liked to play 21 Savage in a biopic? Honestly, I'm going to tell you who I would have thought. It would have to be an actor like Idris Elba that's hella young, knows how to, like, he came over here mad young. He didn't have to be on some UK accent shit, right? Because Savage don't got a UK accent at all. But he was there when he was like a little kid, like 10. Which I'm guessing, obviously, Childish Gambino won't play the 10-year-old version of him. So they'll have a 10-year-old version of him in the movie. But I guess adult Savage is going to be played by Childish Gambino. Who y'all got in mind? No, when I mean Idris, I didn't mean Idris Elba. I'm talking about someone who's from the UK but could speak in an American accent and you not know he's from the UK. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's what I like about Idris Elba. When he plays movies, he's speaking in an English accent, you don't know he's from the UK. Who would y'all want? Somebody said Damson Idris. Yeah, I could see Damson Idris. Am I saying his name right? Damson Idris. I could see him doing it. Somebody says Funny Mike. Yo, bro. Low-key, I could see Funny Mike doing it, though. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This thing look goofy right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And even though this is a bad angle of Savage here, Savage looks scary. Let me see.
That's your name. Savage 21.
21 Savage.
Okay. All right, these are people like reacting to the movie. They said 21 ain't did enough for a movie, man. I think Donald Glover is really creative, so I don't put it past him making a good movie from this, but I don't know.
What part of England are you from again?
I am from Poppycock. It's in South
It's a
Central
Donald Glover
London.
portraying
just
Savage.
a bit.
Now, going back to this person who said 21 Savage ain't did enough for a movie, bro, I'm going to go back and I'm going to keep reminding y'all. And by the way, yo, Lil Baby, you going to take notes again. By the way, for all y'all Atlanta rapper, and I'm not dick sucking just because he's my homie, Savage been giving a lot of y'all niggas blueprint on how to cross over as a gangster rapper. That nigga could have been just making these little one-off bops in the street for a while. This nigga turned into a Grammy-nominated type of nigga. Actually, I think he won a Grammy, didn't he? Then, like, you could tell, like, his growth has been phenomenal, and we got to actually give him some credit. He wasn't just comfortable just making some tracks that hood niggas would like. He stepped out of his comfort zone. He had substance. This is where Lil Baby gonna have to learn a lot from Savage. You feel me? By the way, you know who I think learned a little bit from Savage? Not saying he copied the style, did nothing like that. But look at how Dirk started leveling up. Dirk was like, all right, shit, I got all the songs for the trenches. Let me go get some. Yo, come here, J. Cole. Let's go do this all my life shit. That song, truth be told, has brought Dirk and kind of almost, it's put him on a mainstream level where, like, it's not only niggas in the trenches that fuck with him. This is the ultimate move. And by the way, this is the move I want so many other people. Not only, I'm not trying to just pick on Lil Baby. I'm talking about a lot of people. First of all, most artists is suffering from not having context. Put it like this. We don't know nothing about Lil Baby. We only hear the same corny story every day. This nigga was selling drugs and Young Thug paid him to go in the studio and at first Gunna was right from him. We don't know nothing more about him other than the fact that he got every car and he buy mad Chanel bags. We know nothing else about this nigga, right? That's the problem with some of these rappers who at a certain point, your little jingles are going to become old. Yeah, you're making the same song. But you know what people won't ever say? Yo, when you keep telling your life story or you keep having context, oh, he keep telling us new shit. Nobody ever gets tired of that. What Savage has done, he showed his progression through his music. Rappers now, like YG did try it like a couple years ago. I don't know why these niggas don't roll out a biopic with him. This biopic is going to be necessary for you to understand why this album is going to be different from Savage. This album is going to be, yo. And by the way, you got to remember, he's not a nigga who do an interview a lot. And even when he did an interview with me, you know, me and him, we talk offline a lot. So it's like, there was a good time before even certain situations with just immigration and visas and shit like that he couldn't really fully speak about on a podcast. But here's the beautiful thing about it. For everybody who was wondering everything he'd been through, and everybody's like, oh shit, he was born in the UK. He not hiding from that. He's not running away from that. That's not some shit. He's like, oh no, he's down to talk about it. But you know the best way to talk about it? You know the best way to bring more content and show growth and elevation and levitation when it comes to your art and your craft? Do it via an album, right? Turn it into a concept piece. All right, bet y'all wanted to know about my life, me coming up, this is the prequel to 21 Savage, right? That's the beautiful thing about it. That's a fucking genius idea. Have you ever thought about like any of these rappers having the prequel to now everybody just start gangster? We don't know what they were doing before. We don't know they were getting wedgies, getting slapped around. We don't know that, you know what I mean? Like, niggas were stealing their lunch money every day. We ain't know that, yo, they had to watch their mama get beat. Like, a couple of rappers, but this is why I think what 21 is doing great. By the way, I also thought Drake should have been giving us a movie album package simultaneously. Like, because Drake's been telling his own story in his own way. But I've always thought, why not package it both? Where we're hearing it, we see it. Right? And I think, hey, listen, you know, again, not to go back to the Baby stuff, I think Lil Baby needs to give us some context. Yo, tell us a story one time, gang. Like, tell us what the hell. Like, we know nothing about you more than 4 PFs, racks of cash, track hawks, and motherfucking designer clothes. We have no idea about you, brother. Savage is giving us some contextually dope content here. And I think this is why he stands out apart from everybody else. His rollout is amazing. First of all, I'm going to be honest with you, and I got to shout out to my boy Meezy for this. I know Meezy's the one pulling a lot of strings. Obviously, 21 is like he's the pilot when it comes to making sure that it's his vision being executed. It's not like some other person giving his vision. But put it like this. he had Morgan Freeman narrate his goddamn album. His last thing, you got to imagine what hype he has to live up to. This is the reason why, and by the way, I know this is going to sound like wild dick sucking, but this is, everything I'm telling you is true. This is the reason why you can't get a Savage album every year, right? Of course you get a Lil Baby song every 2 months, because all he do is get high and go in the studio and just drop some trash. Not to put them against each other. But with some artists, you can't get an album every year. You can't get a song every 2 months. They got to go creatively lock in. Put some shit on a whiteboard. Figure out the best way, the best thing to give you good concepts, and then formulate some songs around it. Not only the songs is good enough, not everybody want to see the same video with the same BBL bitches basically riding around a fucking yacht in the middle of like the Miami Beach on jet skis. Nobody want to see that shit every 20, 25 minutes, okay? So maybe you got to go creatively. Go shoot a mini movie. Creatively. Go get in another bag. Creatively. Make people... This is the reason why maybe some artists need to just fall the fuck back, start planning, and come with some dope shit on a conceptual level. Execute it right. Because for the last few years, we thought that quantity was starting to defeat quality. Remember? For the last few years, we were starting to think quantity was starting to defeat quality. Why? Not only was Drake even putting out more records, but you had the people, and I'm not going to name them, who kept putting out records every month, every couple weeks, an album every month or two. They seeming like the more you drop, the more you won. Everybody's thinking in this streaming era, hey, the more stuff you have out there, the more money you could get. But what's happened in the last year? Everybody says 2023 was a down year for music. They said so many people disappointed them. You know why? Because people got tired of music spamming. Music spamming is done. At least, I'm not saying it's cycles. In music, everything is cycles. Everything goes and comes. So right now, I think we're in substance-based. Like for this year, anybody that has a creative, conceptual album, something to roll out with either a movie, some dope creative idea, like dope shit. That's what's going to be rewarded. People tired of trash spamming. Okay, I just made some shit when I was high. I ain't gonna lie, that shit sounded good when I was high off the perks, and I was just with my homies in the studio. I'm dropping it tomorrow, and I'm shooting the video, and y'all gonna love it. Hell nah, we tired of that shit. Give us some shit. Give us some dope shit. That's what I think is going on for this next year. So, by the way, and again, I had no idea that Savage was doing this. He didn't give me a heads up about none of this shit, to be honest, okay? I'm pretty sure now they're going to give me the whole details on it when I hit him up. But yeah, shit. I think this is dope. I'm wondering if obviously, I think Savage and Metro lock in together. And that's probably what I've said about Metro. He's still a bitch. But still, I'm wondering if Metro's like an executive producer, because when you're coming up with like a conceptual album, right, you like to have some cohesion, and sometimes that cohesion comes with maybe a main producer or maybe like someone who's kind of, it's almost like in the production world, who would be an executive producer almost, you get what I mean? Or yeah, pretty much. So who knows? Maybe Metro is like overseeing this shit, or I'm wondering. It's kind of like with Jay-Z, which I mentioned before, like Jay-Z and what am I blanking? Who's Jay-Z's like main guy who kind of like he makes sure like whatever Jay's putting out is kind of almost like it's like Drake and 40 type shit, right? Okay. Let me see. Somebody said, I saw someone say this 21 Savage movie is Donald Glover last. Oh, maybe that's why they got a nigga? The nigga did do Atlanta, didn't he? It says his last installment of Atlanta. They said the biggest tell the 21 Savage movie is fake is Donald Glover didn't even bother to shave his mustache. Yo, what? Wait, what? Savage got a mustache now, though.
That's it.
Oh, I guess they told about this. They say They said the nigga didn't even bother to shave his mustache. Yeah, there was a while that Savage went with a clean face, just a goatee type shit. I get it. Yo, niggas on Twitter and shit, man.
What part of England are you from again?
It was like when niggas said they saw what movie was so bad. It was like one of them little TLC like TLC Lifetime movies, or no one of them Tupac and Biggie movies. One of them was so bad niggas said they seen Pac call somebody on the iPhone. They said, "What the fuck?" This was 1995. I'm like, how the hell Pac pulled out a motherfucking iPhone 12? How did that work? Oh shit! All right, let me see what else. It says, so out of all the people, 21 Savage, 21 Savage and casting could have picked to portray him. Donald Glover was the only way. Oh shit. Yo, somebody says, my nigga, you could have played yourself. I think that's true too. I think Savage could have played himself. But I think he wanted more of a cinematic type of thing, because playing yourself, people are always going to say you're not playing yourself, because you're going to be trying to be more tougher than you are, or whatever the case is, because you're probably going to be showing them things and sides of you that maybe they haven't seen. Somebody said, why he need a biopic? Who asked for this? Nigga, everybody, shut up. Somebody said, I want a new season of Atlanta, but I'll take this too. Now, I think I'm excited for this. The side-by-side is diabolical. Somebody say, hell, he could have hired Tyler Perry. What the hell? Somebody said, this must go and be on Tubi, child. And Tyler Perry on hair and wardrobe. Somebody said, I wonder who's playing Lotto. Why the hell would Lotto be in there? He said, technically it's good acting, but it's not good casting. You're supposed to cast an unknown actor for this role. I agree. Preferably one from the streets. I agree. The viewer will be distracted the whole time wondering why Donald Glover is playing 21 Savage. I think that's a valid point. Somebody said, it's satire. Oh, is it satire? I don't know. A biopic usually is in satire. It's supposed to be in a silly way. It's basically an episode of Atlanta. Someone said, who on this planet decided 21 needed a biopic of all the artists with longer careers and deeper stories? Somebody said, damn, they hating. First of all, why is he getting a biopic? At this point, they could have got 21 to play 21, because what the fuck? All right. I'm going to be checking it out. All right. John Morant is going to be out of commission. I think he's getting like season-ending surgery. We'll see what else is going on in this.